If you haven't started your watch, do it.
It's time to progressively warm up the body with a 6-minute dynamic warm-up. We're going to have 6 warm-up exercises, each for 1 minute apiece. So we're going to start stationary with an alternating T-spine rotation. Feet are hip-width apart. You're going to hinge at your hips, keep your core tight, opening up one arm at a time, and you're going to follow your fingertips with your eyes. From there, we're going to come into an upright position for knees to elbows, fingertips by the ears, elbows nice and wide, but our core is tight and engaged, driving the knee up to meet the opposite elbow, slow and controlled. From there, we're going to take it to a standing star reach. So your arms are nice and wide and your feet are nice and wide. You're going to drive your hips back as you reach your fingertip over to the toes, again, keeping that core tight and your chest nice and tall. Progressing from here, we're going to take it to toy soldiers. So your arms are Frankenstein out and you're kicking your toes up towards your fingertips. You want to kick as high as you can without crunching forward. Stay nice and tall and upright. From there, even more dynamic, we're going to move into mimicking a jump rope. So you're light on your feet, you're alternating side to side, and you're bringing your arms into the equation. We're going to finish the warm-up with our most dynamic move yet, the power skip. So you're going to drive the knee and the opposite arm up as you explode off the ground and get that body ready for our next block. All right, Kitty, we ready to warm up? Ready. Let's do it.
Okay, 1 minute each. Take it into that alternating bent over T-spine. Pull the belly button in. It's not about moving the hips. The hips and the headlight stay facing the same direction. Open through that chest. Stretch out through the upper mid-back. Take your time. Remember, the first few warm-up exercises are always about starting to find a little flexibility and find some movement in the spine. You got 30 seconds. Just about 10 seconds, we'll take it to that knee to elbow. Now we're going to start to find a little bit of rotation in the lower spine, starting to wake up our way down the body. Stand it up tall, and we're going alternating knee to elbow. Again, bring that knee up to meet, get a little bit of crunch, a little bit of twist. Take your time. I promise those later warm-up exercises will get your heart rate up. You got about 15. Five seconds, we'll take it to that standing star reach. Again, this feet will go about 3 times hip distance apart. Reach towards that opposite ankle. Bring it up through midline and switch. So again, the tendency as we hinge it over is to drive that butt way back. Instead of thinking about weight back in the heels, think about weight forward in those toes and really get that stretch through the hamstrings. Halfway. I'm going to find myself doing it too. Again, forward on those toes. "15 seconds. We'll take it into those toy soldiers. Five seconds. And kick it out. So again, arms are going to come up. I'll reach that toe towards that hand. Having trouble with balance today, we can always find ourselves reaching here. Working on one leg for the first 30 seconds, and then switching it around. it's too much on those shoulders, we can always bend the elbows or even tuck the arms in to give them a quick little break. "30 seconds. Remember, the spine is staying flat. We're not crunching, we're not bending, we're not rounding. We are lifting the leg up, stretching all the way through the lower back, all the way down to the heel. 15. Take it into that pretend jump rope. And go team, keep it up. 2, 1, or jump rope. Just little baby hops. If we're having trouble with that jump, we can always take it in a front to back shuffle. Whatever it is we need to do to start bringing up that heart rate. There we go, team. Nice, nice, nice. Katie, you got that alternating foot thing? I suck at that. It's so, look at you, like a sassy 6th grader with a hip hop double Dutch kind of line. I like it. There you go, guys. There you go. Nice, Christy, nice. A little less than 30 seconds. I'm terrible without a jump rope. I'm even maybe worse without a jump rope than I am with a jump rope, and that's saying a lot. 10 seconds. Then we're going into that power skip. Again, skipping not working for us today. We can always just take it into that big knee march. We can drive it up here. That skip's working for us. Remember, hips, knees, and ankles may be a little argumentative. We may have been doing a lot of pavement running and are really missing those flex stick treadmills, because trust me, my knees are too. There you go. Hurry it up, come on. "30 seconds. Come on, 15. Last 10, don't stop early. 3, 2, 1. Relax, nice job.
In that upper body.
Love it.
All right, well then let's get to it. We've got 8 minutes to work through 5 different exercises. Your goal is going to complete a minimum of 2 rounds. So we're going to alternate between some pressing and some pulling movements, starting with a pressing motion, that single arm shoulder press. All we need for this block, a backpack full of nice heavy books. We've already got
Okay, hold on.
one ready to go, so go ahead and grab that, John. We'll get right into our standing set position, making sure that straight line is from your ear all the way down to that ankle, soft.
So again, holding something in a lighter to medium weight, we're gonna press it up and over. We're gonna go 12 on one side. Make sure that we're initiating movement from the shoulder, that we're not throwing our hips. 12 on one side, switch it up, 12 on the other. We're then gonna take that same weight, or maybe heavy it up a little bit, and going into a squat with a front raise. We're gonna hold the squat here, raise those arms up, and release it out. We can use one heavy weight in between the 2 hands, or if you want to, you can double down with 2 lighter weights. 12 reps, then we're going front press. Holding that weight right in between the hands, we're gonna press it forward and bring it right back into the chest. 12 repetitions total. Again, all about belly button tight. Sumo squat to upright row. We're gonna sit it down in that sumo squat, toes are out, tails tucked underneath. We're gonna bring it up to the chin and lower it down. One big weight in between the 2 hands. Now we're gonna take it into a sumo squat with an oblique crunch. So, oops, there you go, there's the visual. So we're gonna stand it, and we're gonna shift it side to side, thinking about bringing rib cage to thigh. Any questions, guys? Let's go, 8 minutes of fun. 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, and 12. If you have any questions, wave me down. 12 is a pretty high volume, so just make sure that we're picking up something that we can continue through the entire 12 repetitions with keeping ourselves with control in the press up and the release down, but not having to throw the body to keep that movement. Let's get both sets of shoulder presses done before we move on down the line. I think we all know how it would react to you guys if the way you were holding a squat hold was the way that Dude Man is holding a squat hold. It doesn't even look like his knees are bent. You better sit that booty down for that front raise. Come on, there you go. Nice job. Think about being right in front of the rower with that med ball in your hand. Nice, Allison. There you go, Christy. You got it, Katie. Nice, Melissa. So, Alkesh, you're just going to hold the squat. There you go. Nice job. You're coming up to that halfway point. Again, our goal is a minimum of 2 times through. So let's go ahead and see where we are, about 30 seconds until we're halfway through. Sumo squats oblique side crunch is a little funky, isn't it? So just remember, think about keeping that tailbone tucked underneath, keeping the chest up and out. Again, if we're in that squat hold, you better be holding that squat. ISO means ISO or isometric, and that's just a fancy word for hold your squat. I don't know about you, Christy, but I'm really glad we didn't do any more of those eyes wise T's and W's. Shoulder press is way harder than it should be. 2.5 minutes, guys. Last 2 minutes. Shoulders down, tailbone underneath. Nice job. Again, we're thinking shoulder endurance, guys. Especially as ladies, we don't do a lot of upper body work, and these shoulder runs are going to burn us out. What you need to do is just keep working. 90 seconds of determination. I don't know about you guys, but I am excited about the last minute. My shoulders need a break. 1 minute. Again, on the sumo squat, the tendency is going to be to come to here and then crunch from side to side. Think about tapping the tailbone underneath. Attach that imaginary string to your tailbone, glue it to your belly button. "30 seconds, come on." If we're working on that single arm with that shoulder press, we can always go ahead and switch it up a little sooner than those 12 reps, just to make sure we end in balance. 15 seconds. Two, one, and done. Nice job. So block number 2. Oh, Jiminy's.
And come up out of that squat position. Those are your 3 variations. Now remember, we did talk about what stair jumps or step up.
This is why you guys don't give me technology, I know. So block number 2 is going to be our cardio block. It's going to be 10 minutes. We are going to have what looks like 3 rounds through. We're going to start with inclined plank jacks. So holding on to our stair, our chair, our step, whatever it is, we're going to plank jack those feet in and out. And move the feet. There you go. So we can always tap it out, or we open and close those feet in that jump. 30 seconds of work. We're then going to go straight into our incline plank Spider-Man. That's bringing that knee up, out, and over, trying to tap towards that elbow. If we need to, we can always just reduce the range of motion or bring those knees down to the ground. 30 seconds of work. 30 seconds of incline plank blast offs, just like a blast off push up. We're going to take it over. So we're then going to take it into box jumps. 90 seconds on our arm is going to make those shoulders a little bit tired. We're then going to take it into, oh, the pattern will be a little bit different. I'll explain it in just a second. So we're going to jump up onto our step. If all we have is a chair, just take a step up, guys. Don't kill yourself, please, especially if I'm recording it, and then we all put it on YouTube, and it'll be super fun. So here's the way the pattern is going to work. I'm just going to pause this so we can all look at it together. So we're going to go 30 seconds incline plank jacks and then 30 seconds of box jumps, 30 seconds of plank Spider-Mans. We'll take a break. We'll move into our plank jacks or into our box jumps. It'll make sense as we run on through. Does anyone have any questions? Do you have your box? Do you have your thing? Let's do it to it. In 3, 2, 1. Incline plank jacks. Hands on that box. Open and close those feet. Let's go. 30 seconds of work. We don't have to think about super speed demon here, guys. Remember, you want to be able to keep moving through the entire 30 seconds, a little more than halfway through. And box jumps right into it, whether we're stepping up, whether we're jumping up, whatever we are doing. We are powering through those heels, landing soft on the balls of the feet. Try to alternate which way we step down off the box just to make sure that we're finding a little bit of balance. If you guys have been in class with me ever, you know how much I complain about that dude's heels coming off the back edge of the box. Make sure you get them all the way on. There you go, team. Okay, dokes, back into down to those hands, and we're going to an incline plank Spider-Man. So again, hands on your box. We're going to bring that knee towards the outside of the elbow, up, out, and over. Then we'll take it into 30 seconds of those box jumps. You guys are doing awesome. Keep it up. More than halfway through. Nice, Katie. And 30 seconds of box jumps right back up into it. And then we'll have those incline plank blast offs, and then we'll box jump again. Now I just have to find out what I'm using for a box. There you go, guys. Keep it up. So we're going to take it into the incline plank blast off. So hands are going to go onto your box. We're going to take it back like a child's pose, and then we're going to bring it forward. Again, your box is probably a little bit lower than my bench is, but just think about squatting down, heels to the high knee, belly button in. Don't let the knees come forward or the toes reach the booty back. More than halfway through, then we'll have one more set of those box jumps. And the last 30, come on, we're gonna get into those box jumps, right into it, guys. There you go, whatever we need to do, whether it's a step, whether it's a jump, whether it's a hop, whether it's a skip, whether it's a toe tap, perfect, Bev, keep it up. About 10 seconds, guys. And then we're gonna take a break, and then we're gonna do it again. And 2, 1. Relax. So we got 30 seconds. That green bar is going to go all the way out, and then we're going to do it again. We'll start at the beginning. Incline plank jacks. We'll go to box jumps, incline plank Spider-Man. I don't know why there's a break in between to those box jumps. And then once more, the incline plank blast offs with box jumps at the end. Big breath. Shake it out. Come on, I got faith in you guys. Let's do it in 3, 2, 1. Begin. If we need to, we can always step tap instead. We don't have to jump today if our body's not working for it, or if it's not working for our body. I guess our bodies are always working for it. 15 seconds. Two, 1, and box jumps, step ups, toe taps, whatever it is that we're doing. Awesome, guys. I love your ingenuity. 15 seconds. And incline plank Spider-Man, hands on the box. We're taking that knee up towards that elbow. Bringing it up off the ground should make it a little bit easier on that core, a little bit easier on the spine. Don't let the hips turn side to side. Think about squeezing back with the knee. In 2, 1, box jumps, step ups, toe taps, whatever it is we're doing. Let's go right into it, guys. You have the rest of the day to relax. Let's put all we can into this effort right here, right now. Halfway. Remember to shoot those hips forward at the top. Don't just jump on that box and then hop right off. and blast offs. Take those hands to the bench, to the box. Bend the knees and bring it forward. Lift up high on those tippy toes, really challenge the body. Squeeze it back. Don't let those knees fall open. We're halfway through. Tailbone stays tucked underneath. Back is flat the entire time. 5 seconds. And box jumps, step ups, hop ups, kicks, whatever it is we're doing. For this 30 seconds of really hard work. Come on. More than halfway through. Come on, guys, we're gonna get a break at the end of this one. And rest. We got 30 seconds. Then we're gonna do it one more time. And then we have just one more block. Granted, it's a core block, but it'll be just one more block. Yay! Whew. I think they got that ginger guy from Canada because this ginger pale guy was feeling lonely and sad. It's like a find the ginger coaches of Orange Theory. It's a search. Okay, dokes, plank jacks. 3, 2, 1, go. Last time we're doing them. Come on, guys. More than halfway through. Just 10 seconds and then no more plank jacks today unless you add them into your own world. And 2, 1, and switch it up. We take it into that jump, take it into that step, whatever that toe tap. But remember, guys, we got to follow through with the hips if we're dumping or stepping up on the box. Tendency is to stop here. We got to squeeze those cheeks at the top. Seconds. And plank Spider-Man. Again, try to think about bringing that knee up, out, and over. Not turning through the hips, but instead finding flexibility in the hip, strength in the outer glute. Stay up on those toes. Don't let your body shift back. 10 seconds. And switch. Step it up, step it up. Come on. I know you guys are getting tired. This is where that endurance starts to build in. 3 minutes of solid work is enough to challenge anyone. You guys showed up for the challenge today. 10 seconds. Last 5. This is it. Let's get into those plank blast offs. Again, hands on the bench, the box, whatever you got. As we press it back, don't let those knees come together. The tendency is to collapse through the inner thighs. Imagine that you had a yoga brick or a medicine ball between the legs and could not bring them any closer than they are right now. And 2, 1, box jumps. Come on. This is it. Last 30 seconds, then we get a big long break. Now is the worst time to give up on yourself. Come on, we got just about 15 seconds, then we'll get a break. You know you can work just a little bit harder. I know you can work a little bit harder, so let's go. 5. And done. Nice job, team. Block number 3. We are working on core here. We have, how many exercises do we have? Bum, bum, bum. That is the wrong day. Okay, we're starting here with a seated torso rotation. We are going to think about slow with control, holding on to one heavy weight. You don't have to hold anything at all. If it's too much on the lower back with those heels off the ground, seriously, guys, put them down. It's totally okay. You do not have to impress anybody. We are then going to take it into standing wood chops. Find yourselves rotating through the torso. Oh, where's my little thing? I lost it. Oh, there we are. Rotating through the torso. With our wood chops, we're going hip to hip. Make sure you're pivoting on those feet. Weighted single leg V up. Reach it up towards that toe. If we want to challenge the self, we can keep both heels off the ground, 12 in total. Hollow hold figure 8. So shoulders are off the ground. We're going to pass the weight underneath the knees. If we have no way of doing this with the weight, we can always just try to clap those hands underneath the leg like we were doing a fancy dance. Too much on the lower back and we can always regress it. Does anyone have any questions on these 4 exercises? Sweet, we got 12, 8 minutes. Let's go, last block. Begin, begin, begin. You guys are doing it great. 30 of those seated torso rotations, or 15 to each side. Lock your eyes on the weight. 15 of the standing wood chops. 12 in total. I don't know why they go 30 and 15 and then 12 and 12, but I have faith you guys can figure it out. Worst case scenario, you just do a couple extras. So remember, on that seated torso rotation, the key is to keep the belly engaged and the back flat. Don't let yourself start to round here up on those sit bones. We need to, I'd rather you sit up taller and keep the spine long than come down to here just to feel like we're doing more. So the wood chopper is kind of a funky move. We again want to follow the weight with our eyes to make sure that we're turning through our entire torso. Make sure we're pivoting on the feet. We don't necessarily have to squat down as much as she is on the way in. Let's think about using our tummy muscles instead of our legs and our arms, like a washing machine. There you go, Akash. Nice, Melissa. Like a professional golfer, guys. I love it. $15 on one side, 15 on the other. There you go, Amanda. So it's going to be 6 on each leg when we get to that alternating single leg V up. 12 in total. There you go. You got it, Amanda. Nice, Melissa. When we get through that hollow hold figure 8, we're back to the beginning. Our goal is somewhere around 2 rounds or a little bit more. We're almost to that halfway point. There you go, Akash. Nice. Awesome, Allison. little more than halfway through. So, because everyone enjoys random Coach Mel anecdotes, I really have trouble with standing wood chops. They make me incredibly dizzy, and I just struggle through them. It's not because they're really difficult. It's just because I feel like I'm going to fall over most of the time. Whew. So that's what I'm looking forward to, the laying down part. I don't know if you guys are aware, but we got just about 3 minutes left in our workout. You guys are killing it. There you go, guys. Nice. We got about 2 minutes, just about 2 minutes to get all the way through. There you go, Bev. Look at you having a med ball and everything. Convenient. Nice, Katie. Nice. You're doing awesome, Christina. Keep it up, everybody. We got just about 2 minutes. OMG, less than 90 seconds, less than 90 seconds. And then the rest of the day is yours to do with whatever you would like. So let's put everything we got into this last 90. Come on. Come on, 45 seconds. Last 30. $15 seconds. Come on, you guys got this. Dig for the last 10. Don't you quit. Don't you stop. 5 to go. And done. Nice job, everybody. Round of applause for yourself. Round of applause for your neighbors. We're going to come into our flexibility block. We're going to go ahead and kick us out of the stop sharing. We're going to come down to the floor. Everybody down on the floor. Take a seat. We'll unplug our laptops, which we forgot to do. We almost pulled things over. You know, the way that each and every day goes. We're going to start on our backs. So just make sure that you can see your screen. Lay it down flat. We're going to allow the arms to come open, palms face up towards the sky in a lowercase t. Big breath in. As we exhale, both knees are going to come into the chest. One more big breath in. As we exhale, both knees come to the right-hand side. With every inhalation, feeling the left arm reach away from the body, and every exhalation, both legs coming a little bit deeper to the right. Pull the belly button in and enjoy the stretch through the entire lower spine. Bring those knees back through midline. And let's take a big breath in. Exhale, take them to the left. So again, ideally our right shoulder is down on the ground, glued to the floor, opening through that armpit, reaching that finger out. Belly button pulls deep to the spine. We continue to twist. One more big breath in. Exhale, we're going to bring it back through midline. Go ahead and interlace those hands and take them on the top side of that left knee. Reach the right leg all the way to the sky and slowly bring the right leg all the way down to the floor. If you run into the wall like I did, just adjust ever so slightly. Right leg long, reaching out through the right heel. Relax the left foot. Tuck the chin to the chest. One more big breath in. Exhale, pull the left knee in as close as we can to the torso. Go ahead and bend the right knee, put the right foot upon the floor, cross the left ankle over top of the right knee. Big breath in, exhale as we bring it into our figure four. So I know lots of you guys have talked to me about flexibility training and how we can get a little more, and you'd like to try yoga, but you're kind of terrified of going and making yourself look like an idiot. Release that right leg, put it down on the floor, go ahead and uncross the left leg, right knee comes into the chest, give it a hug, left leg tall to the sky, big breath in, exhale, bring it all the way down. It's kind of like the announcements at the end of class. Well, my other job is teaching yoga out of a studio in Annapolis. And just like this, we're doing live classes. We're doing it over live, YouTube live, but I will be teaching a regular old 5 p.m. vinyasa class. So it's a regular flow yoga. If you guys have never done yoga and want to try it, that may be a good opportunity because it would be with me. And it's nothing new and nothing scary because I promise I'm scarier than anything else that yoga could ever present to you. Bend the left knee, bring the left foot to the floor, cross that right leg over top, big breath in, exhale, bring the knee in towards the chest, figure four. So again, when we come here to a figure four, we have a tendency to start to lift that chin up and try to reach it to the sky. Tuck it ever so slightly, elongate through the spine, press the lower back to the floor, try to touch the tailbone to the ground. Big breath in. Exhale, release it out, bring the foot out. Go ahead and uncross, roll to one side or the other. Continue all the way over into your all fours. We're going to exhale, arch up through the spine, tuck the tail, and drop the head. Really press through the palms. The more you press through the pads of the fingers, the place right underneath where the fingers connect to the hand and right in the middle of the center of the hand, the more we can open through those shoulder blades. Reverse it out, the shoulders roll back and down, the chest comes through the window of the arms. Feel that belly button drop. Feel the stretch through rectus abdominis. That's the big muscle that attaches from the bottom of our ribs all the way down to our hips, more commonly known as the six-pack muscle. The more we can stretch it out, the more we can work it next time to create that beautiful ab set. Neutral spine, tuck the toes, lift the hips, drop the heels, downward facing dog, walk it back, roll.